So I'm going to be showing you how to do it as a doctor. So if you're a doctor and you have appointments and you like to prescribe drugs to a particular patient, after this loads of the patient data, you can see the patient details. Then you click on other medical services. After clicking on that, this pop-up comes up and you click on prescribe drug. Once you prescribe a drug, it is sent directly to the pharmacy. For this to work effectively, you have to have a staff or a health personnel in your hospital that is a pharmacist, and that is the person that will be dispensing the drug. So once you prescribe drugs, you click on proceed. Then you are directed to this page where you have to input the medication that you would want the patient to take or the medication you're prescribing for the patient. So let's start putting on that. So as you're typing in the drugs, the system automatically populates drop downs or suggestions of drugs, so you do not have to completely type them. So if we're giving this patient Panadol, we already reviewed the routes. If the tablets is we're going to use the oral route. Let's say the patient is taking um, the few, yeah, let's say it's 500 milligrams, right? And the patient, you can pick the frequency of the drug that every 3 hours, every 4 hours, 6 hours, and so let's say the patient is taking it 3 times a day. And the patient will be taking this particular drug for 5 days. That is one drug. So let's say the patient is taking that drug as well. Let's say the patient is taking this pill as well. Mm. Patient taking this once per day and is taking it for, let's say week now, let's say 1 week. And if the patient has any allergy, you can repeat it in this week. But this week is absolutely optional. So go to service without repeating any allergy. So once this is sent, it's said that prescription has been sent to the pharmacy successfully. So I'm going to try to log in at the pharmacy so you can see what the pharmacist did. Log in as a hospital pharmacist, which you can see here. Remember that the doctor prescribed some drugs for a patient. So I'm going to find that in my prescriptions. You can see the time the doctor prescribed the drug, the date, the number of medications, and name of the hospital and which was ordered by. So you can see that it was ordered by this doctor. So click on view details. If you want to click on view details, the details of the drug pops up or the details of the prescription pops up. So here you can see the patient details, the drug was prescribed by this doctor, your hospital details, and the date and time with which the prescription was uploaded by the doctor. So you can also see the list of drugs. You can see the Panadol, you can see the diclofenac, all of the dosage, the route, the frequency, and also the duration. So here you can click on as the pharmacist, right? If you are giving the patient the drug, you say drug has been dispensed after giving the patient the drug. Here, if the drug is unavailable by any means in the pharmacy, you can say drug is unavailable as well. If you have a long array of the drugs, let's say doctor prescribes like 10 drugs for a particular patient, right? And there are a few that are available, there are a few that are going to dispense to the patients, but you do not want to do that one by one, like clicking on the sidebar, putting them, filling them one by one. You can choose to use the checkbox here, where you can pick a wide array of drugs and mark them as either unavailable or dispensed. In this case, we're going to pick one as available and one as dispensed. So once we click this as dispensed, it automatically updates this particular table. into the market dispense. The manual document this table, and once this table is refreshed, this status changes to dispense. Refreshes, it will be changed to dispense. For the diclofenac, since that was the one we marked as dispense. But if we also want to do it from here, we could say here that this drug is unavailable. Let's say there's no Panadol in the pharmacy. Then it automatically updates, and you see that the Panadol row is and the status is unavailable. So this is how the pharmacy side of DocuHealth work.